Squirrels, I don't know if they're becoming domesticated or getting used to all of us being home. Like they're just becoming more friendly. Because usually squirrels just kind of like boop, 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 crawl up the tree and like hide there so the dogs don't get them, right?
Yeah, unless they're like by the National Mall, those squirrels have an attitude. But for the
Okay.
most part, yeah, they're just like, oh, you stay there, I'll stay here. Like we're cool. Maybe it's because you're like weird neighborhood commune hippie thing you got going on. Maybe because the lady breaks all the bread and the squirrel's like, can I get me some of that rosemary thyme?
Well, I don't know about that because we have two German short hairs as neighbors, and
Got it.
the one dog, his destiny in life is to catch a squirrel. Okay, he's just like that focused on it. My little 5-pound dog is curious, but anyways, this is what happened. So the other day, I get a text from our neighbors being like, "There is literally a squirrel crawling the side of your home like Spider-Man." And that's a window to my son's room. My son is doing distance learning and captures the squirrel on the window. And my dog is on the bed, is just like losing her mind because she's never seen, like, you don't see squirrels up like that.
I didn't
Like,
realize squirrels have suction cups. That squirrel is on the glass.
yeah, this is what I mean. Something's happening. I don't know if they've evolved during the pandemic or we're just home observing them in the wild a little bit more. But like we were able to get that moment from both sides because the neighbor was working in his office, right? So he was able to see the squirrel. And at the same time, my son's like, holy cow, his desk was right next to the window.
Is this the same squirrel that was sun worshiping in your UV light?
I know. And now this squirrel, I don't know if it's the same one, comes back every now and again. I don't know if it's because it's gotten cold out. It's just like, oh, sun.
Maybe that squirrel needs a little vitamin D, or the other squirrel is like hopped up on something and is just feeling like pretty fearless.
So one of the theories is with the UV squirrel is that plant that I have the UV light on was outside and just like thriving all summer. It's a tropical plant. And I was like, I don't want it to die. So I brought it inside, and my neighbor, who knows a lot more about this stuff than I do, thinks that the squirrel has put some nuts into the plant when it was outside. And it's just like, where are my nuts?
Listen, lady, you stole my nuts. They're in there. I need them back.
Totally. So I don't know.
Wow.
So, but we found out though that other people, I'm not alone in this squirrel phenomenon.
Not at all. Inside the group chat or group text at 703-782-4519, Jesse sent in a photo of the aftermath of a squirrel incident. Has one of those, those like red and yellow, like little kitty cars that kids drive around in the Fisher Price deal. Has little eyes on it.
Yeah.
And kids feel all great about their first vehicle. The squirrel chewed the black of the eyes off.
Why would a squirrel? I guess maybe I thought it was a giant nut.
Squirrels are vicious. They've chewed the metal on our aluminum boat. They've chewed the black out of the eyes of the boys' cozy coop. And last week, they chewed through the Christmas lights.
See, I have Christmas lights outside. I'm really nervous about that. But see, so here's the question. Is it because we're home more, we're observing them in their natural habitat, or are they like something's going on? Like, is it like the meth alligators in Louisiana? Like, I don't know. I mean, mushrooms are now legal in DC. Like, is that happening? I don't know. Or they're not legal, but they're not criminalized or whatever it is.
I think so first of all, I bet the squirrels always had access to these psychedelic mushrooms even before. They weren't like waiting on Mayor Bowser to be like, go for it.
No, but it's like the meth alligators is because people are throwing it out. Like people are just throwing their mushrooms to the streets, and the squirrels are getting them.
That could very well be. You've got mushroomed up squirrels.
I don't know.